the heart of a desolate tundra. A haunting figure roams, a white fox, its pristine fur now marred by a grotesque sight. A barnacle wound, a shocking and unsettling reminder of nature's cruel realities, festers on its side. This is not just an injury, it is a testament to the bizarre and often horrific intersections of life and survival in the wild. The barnacle infestation is a grim spectacle, as these small crustacean creatures, usually found clinging to rocks and ships, have found a most unusual host. They latch onto the fox's skin, burrowing in, feeding on its flesh, and creating a grotesque landscape of hard calcareous shells that starkly contrast with the delicate fur surrounding them. Each barnacle, with its sharp edges and relentless grip, serves as a reminder of the relentless struggle for survival in the harshest of environments. As the fox traverses its icy domain, the barnacles not only drain its vitality, but also invite a host of secondary infections, each more horrifying than the last. The wound becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, a festering pit that emits an odor that could turn the stomach of even the hardiest of souls. The once vibrant creature, a symbol of beauty and resilience, now embodies the darker side of nature, a victim of an infestation that seems almost otherworldly. How did this happen? The answer lies in the delicate balance of ecosystems, where the line between predator and prey, host and parasite, can blur with devastating consequences. In a world where human impact has altered landscapes and disrupted natural habitats, one must wonder, are we not, in a way, the barnacles of the earth? Clinging to our comforts, draining resources, and leaving scars on the very fabric of nature? The irony is stark. While the white fox suffers from its infestation, we too grapple with our own consequences. In the end, as the camera zooms in on the fox's sorrowful eyes, one can't help but chuckle darkly at the absurdity of it all. Nature has a way of reminding us that we are all interconnected, for better or worse. So, the next time you see a barnacle, remember it might just be a reminder of the lurking darkness in our own existence. In the heart of a dense forest, a haunting sight emerges. A deer, once a symbol of grace and beauty, now bears a grotesque wound, a testament to nature's darker side. This unfortunate creature is afflicted by a barnacle infestation, a phenomenon that seems more suited to the ocean than the woodland realm. As we draw closer, the sight is both shocking and captivating. The deer's skin is marred by clusters of barnacles, their hard calcified shells protruding grotesquely from its flesh. Each barnacle, a tiny fortress, has anchored itself to the deer, feeding off its very life force. Barnacles, typically found clinging to rocks and ships, have found an unusual host in this deer. These crustaceans, driven by an insatiable hunger, latch onto the skin, creating a horrific symbiosis that is anything but mutual. The deer, unable to shake off these unwelcome guests, suffers from the weight of their presence. The barnacles burrow into the skin, causing infections and pain, a slow and torturous demise that is both fascinating and repulsive. As the deer wanders through its habitat, it becomes a living canvas of suffering, a stark reminder of the brutal realities of survival in the wild. The infestation raises questions about the balance of nature. How does a creature so out of place find its way into the life of a deer? The answer lies in the interconnectedness of ecosystems, where the actions of one species can have unforeseen consequences on in the shadowy heights of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and the ground is a tapestry of ice and rock, a snow leopard prowls silently through its domain. But this majestic creature, often celebrated for its ethereal beauty and elusive nature, bears a horrific secret. Its body is marred by the grotesque embrace of a parasitic flower. This invasive bloom, a sinister organism, has burrowed into the snow leopard's flesh, creating a gaping wound that weeps a sickly mixture of blood and sap. The flower's roots snake through the leopard's skin, drawing sustenance from its host, while leaving behind a trail of devastation. It is a chilling reminder of nature's brutal balance, where beauty can cloak the most horrifying realities. As we delve deeper into the life of this snow leopard, we encounter another unsettling phenomenon: barnacle infestation. These tiny crustaceans, typically associated with the rocky shores of the ocean, have found a most unusual. In the quiet stillness of a sun-drenched pasture, a striking white horse stands, its beauty marred by a grotesque affliction. This is not just any horse, it is a magnificent creature, a symbol of grace and power, now the unwilling host of a horrific barnacle wound. As the camera zooms in, the viewer is confronted with the unsettling sight of barnacles, those tenacious marine creatures clinging desperately to the horse's flank. With their sharp, jagged edges and hard shells, they create a ghastly contrast against the horse's gleaming coat, resembling a grotesque armor that tells a story of suffering and survival. Barnacle infestation is a phenomenon that typically conjures images of ships and rocks. Yet here it manifests in a most unexpected and disturbing way. These crustaceans, usually found in salty ocean waters,